Everyone who watches my content or even play Apex with me know that I have 3 mains. This mainly fits the different playing styles and also to complement my team composition, because my 3 mains don't always complement the team I'm playing with. My 3 mains are Wraith, Valk and Horizon. My original main was actually Wraith because I liked her tactical. Then I bought Horizon by mistake one day and decided she would be my number 1 here, and decided that she would be my number 1 main. 1 year later, I have over 1,000 plus kills with her and also a lot of wins and losses with her as well. The thing with my playing style is that I have a passive aggressive playing style and I need legends that suit that playing style. On my team I play the Fragger or the IGL. I rarely ever play defensive legends because they aren't my style. Horizon fits my passive aggressive playing style very well, like a glove actually. This video will be lengthy because this is a detailed Horizon guide. Brought to you by Playboy Sasuke. So strap in and listen to what I have to say, and also pay keen attention to the examples in this video. For you aspiring Horizon mains, don't let anyone tell you that Horizon isn't the best legend in the game, because they're definitely lying. This guide is just like the other Horizon guide I've made, except I'm going to be very detailed and only talk about some niche topics which only relate to Horizon. And we'll start this off with her passive ability, her spacewalk. Her spacewalk, as I've mentioned in my previous Horizon guides, she gets no fall impact when falling from height like other legends, and she has increased airstrip speed. What does this mean specifically? It means you are able to turn corners very quickly and sharply, better than all the legends in the game. You are also able to keep your momentum up for longer periods of time when bunny hopping or when falling from height, as previously stated. This is a very important part of her kit when it comes to it being tied to her tactical, but I'll explain that later. Here I have a few examples of Horizon's passive in work, and the niche part of her ability which you can use to replicate a tap strafe. Well, it isn't actually a tap strafe, but you are going to be able to flick strafe at a 90-degree angle, sharper with Horizon off jump pads and EFO when sliding. To replicate flick strafing with Horizon, you need to move your left and right stick at the same direction when pressing the jump button. This is extremely niche to Horizon only because your ability allows her to control her movement better when she is in the air. You are able to keep your momentum up at higher levels than other legends. Other legends can replicate the flick strafe, but not as well as Horizon, just stating that clearly.
Another soft landing.
Horizon's movement is actually one of her key selling points. Due to this passive, if you are on M and K, you can easily feel how smooth she turns corners, tap strafe, and also just her movement overall. The same can be said on controller as well. Her passive will always make you feel like you are moving literally smoother than everyone else. The next area I'd like to cover is her tactical. Most players begin a Horizon mains, and also people who just use Horizon every now and then uses Horizon's tactical as a means of getting to height, and only that. But the gravity lift can be used for so much more than that. It can be used to engage and disengage in fights, be used to create diversions if enemies out of cover they are using, block a door or entrance. Using Horizon's tactical in fights. Using Horizon's tactical comes down to your own creativity and understanding of her tactical. I can talk all I want in this video, but at the end of the day, if you aren't creative, there's no point in me talking. Just like with raid mains and their portal, you have to be creative with how you use your tactical. Horizon's ultimate is a very important part of her kit. Her ult allows you to disorient enemies due to the fact that you can cut off space between enemies and their teammates, or between you and them. Your ultimate is really a tool to create space and an opening in an enemy defense because of the pulling power of the ultimate, as well as pairing it with arc stars, as well as all Horizon's mains do. But the main reason we do this is because it's super effective. Because you are being pulled to the center of the ultimate, you can't get out of it unless you phase away with it or Ash Portal away, and it's a guaranteed hit if you are being pulled to the center of the ultimate. And we arc star you, but there's one thing you should always keep in mind: your Horizon ultimate won't always go where you intend it. If it hits your teammate while you are throwing it, it will deflect off them and completely ruin your throw, which is why pairing it with your tactical is your best bet, so that you can get a clear view on where to throw your ultimate so that it is most effective. But you won't always be able to use your ultimate out in the open, or specifically to use it to open an attack on a team. Sometimes you'll need to use your ultimate to create a diversion or to actually create an opening for your team. But as I said before, it can't always be out in the open. So how will the ult be effective then? The black hole can pull people to its center as long as the enemy is in the range, regardless of what is in between the center of gravity and the enemy, which means the pull of gravity from the black hole works through walls. You can use your ultimate to pull enemies to walls, to throw them off, and allow your team to push into a building that they are holding. You can also use your black hole to separate you from enemy teams by throwing the ultimate on yourself and running away, or staying at the center of the ultimate and heal, since that they can see you while you are at the center of your ultimate, causing confusion. You can also delay your ultimate by throwing it up in the air so that you can have the element of surprise when the enemy pushes you, causing confusion. A next way to delay your ultimate can be by throwing your ultimate in your gravity lift. This is an extremely advanced Horizon technique that I literally rarely ever use, but it is still useful for when the opportunity presents itself. To do this technique, you need to throw your tactical out before throwing your ultimate in the tactical. The tactical will push your ultimate 30 meters out to whatever angle you throw it at in the gravity lift. If you throw it to the left, the tactical will lift it up and out of the gravity lift 30 meters to the left. This is an extremely niche technique to Horizon, and I'll show you how it's done in this example.
Best bouncer bums this way. Wanna see my singularity? Arcstar! Arcstar out! Reckon we should head here. Wanna see my singularity? What's a wee singularity between friends?
Horizon in our team is that of the Fragger or the IGL. Horizon's kit is more suited towards the role of a Fragger, since that her kit allows you to open up areas of attack on an enemy team. Her tactical allows you to engage and disengage fights really well. Also, you are able to gain height on enemies, so that can be used to your advantage in a fight. The role of a Fragger is best suited to the legend, whose ability allows them to get in fights, deal enough damage to disorientate enemy team, and allow your teammates to come in and clean up. The role of the Fragger isn't always to wipe the enemy team. Sometimes just down in one enemy is enough to give your team the edge in a fight, even if you go down or you're low on health. That is why you have your ability to disengage in fights, i.e. Horizon's Gravity Lift. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a good amount about Horizon and her kit, and how to use her to the best of her abilities. Horizon is a legend. If used correctly, is one of the best legends in the game, which cannot be matched. This guide is to help new and experienced Horizon players alike to get better with her kit. Until next video, this has been Playboy Sasuke. Have a great day.